and welcome to another edition of Late Night with the OC. I am your host, the OC. Now, in recent ROTC news, there have been a lot of downsizing of the MOIs all across the nation. Now, we here at UCLA have personally felt this effect come into place. As you all may remember, Major Matt Parker was an MOI here at UCLA. Due to the new Marine Corps regulation, it states that this level of sexiness is very detrimental to the performance and to the motivation of the midshipmen. Now, Major Hamstra from that other school has now assumed the duties of the Los Angeles Consortium, taking over the MOI billet of UCLA and that other school. So, here for us today is going to be our very special guest, Major Hamstra. Now, unfortunately, he cannot join us here today live in person, so we actually have him via satellite in an undisclosed location where he is doing some military training. Now, let's see if we can get Major Hamstra online. Sir, Major Hamstra, are you there? Are you with us? Great, thank you so much for joining us tonight, sir. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Check.
Now, I just have a couple questions for you. How has it been like being the MOI over at... so how is it like being the MOI here for both UCLA and USC?
Well, I'm a lot happier now. Things are better here. It's been weeks since I've been shot. I've been able to leave my Kevlar and my flak jacket at home. My car hasn't been stolen in quite some time now. And pretty much the other day I was in the bubble bath and my rubber ducky was floating by. He looked very peaceful, very tranquil, and basically that's what I am. I'm like the rubber ducky. I'm at peace now.
Understood, sir. Understood very well. Sir, what do you think the outcome will be in this year's Blood Bowl?
That's a difficult question. USC's got a pretty good team, but pretty much what they've got going for them is they're fat, and that's going to be an advantage for them. UCLA's pretty good too. They've got a lot of lean and strong players. They play with heart, and they play by the rules. They don't go for the eyes. And actually, I'd say they're fat too, but with a PH. So that's what they've got going for them. It's a tough call, really. Check.
Sir. Now, as we all know, UCLA has a national champion drill team. As everybody here already knows, UCLA was national champions in the Villanova competition this past year. And from what I hear, that USC actually ranked in 101st. Yes, I'm getting confirmation that they did get 101st out of 100 teams. Now, what do you have to add to this? What can you tell us about both of the drill teams?
Well, like I've said, USC, they're fat, check. Pretty much they're fat, and that gets in the way. UCLA, they're very good, they work hard, and bottom line, they're not as fat. So I'd have to say UCLA will do well this year. Check.
Roger that, sir, roger that. Now, can you emphasize just a little bit more about the atmosphere between both of UCLA and that other school?
Well, yeah, at USC there's a lot of problems with safety, and their 8 o'clock p.m. curfew every night.
So you mean 2000?
Yes, I mean 2000. Check. And they sit. They play their Halo, and they get pretty fat. So I'd have to say the main difference is that USC, they're fat.
Now, enough about all this UCLA and that other school stuff. Now, let's talk a little bit about yourself. I hear that you have a variety of hobbies that you like to do, which skydiving is one of them. Can you give us a little bit more information about any of the other hobbies that you like to do?
Well, my favorite hobby, I would have to say, I like to play chess. Check.
Chess or checkers, sir?
I like to play chess. Checker.
Checkers?
I play a lot of chess. Check.
Chess or checkers?
I've been playing chess all the time. Chess, checker.
Okay, so anyway,
Check.
thank you so much for joining us, sir. We really much appreciate all of your time. Now, if you can just leave us with some last words before we say goodbye to our audience.
Yeah, I'd have to say there's one thing I'd like to add. I was earlier in my bubble bath, and my rubber ducky, he told me the top 3 reasons why UCLA is better than USC. Number 3, I would have to say, is because all of Los Angeles seems to agree with this assessment. Check.
Naturally.
Number 2 is because at UCLA, we've got a big, hairy Bruin. Check. And he's not a contraceptive. Check. Finally, I'd have to say number 1, USC is fat. My position on fat is well documented. It's well known. So I'd have to say that's primarily why UCLA is better. USC is fat. Check.
Great, thank you so much, sir, for your top 3 reasons. We really appreciate it. Now, if you can please just introduce our next video clip, we would greatly appreciate it.
Check. We've got a good clip coming up for you guys, so enjoy what's coming next, and have a great Navy Marine Corps birthday ball. Have a great night, everybody. Good night. Check.
UCLA in the house. Oh yeah. Birthday ball. Boom battalion in the house. Check it out. Yo. This lifestyle, there ain't nothing to it. We live in Westwood, that's how we prove it. At SC they have class at 1. In South Central, less fun, more funds. Better on our side, this is how we ride. Never have to pack my heat, don't worry about the streets. See our colors, whether I'm bold, use for blue, and I got gold. My battalion's got my back, Bruins ready to attack. Middy's on my left side, me steps on my right. B Collins in the house, hot like a firefight. NROTC, that's the party. UC, we beat UCLA. With Rocky as our CO, true Italian stallion. Bow down and see, we're the best battalion. C-130 rolling down the strip. Here's a new cadence for you, Ghost Ride the Whip. SC thinks they're bad, but they were never even good. Why dwell in the hood when you can live in Westwood? Of course, you have no driving force, so I think you're better off going to the chair force. Quality of life ain't nothing to compare. We're bearing down on you like a 1,000-yard stare. You swear we care, but don't you dare. The Bruins got you running scared. You Trojans want to transfer? Let me make this clear. Your GPA ain't no good here. This lifestyle, there ain't nothing to it. We live in Westwood, that's how we prove it. At SC they have class at 1. In South Central, less fun, more funds. Better on our side, this is how we ride. Never have to pack my heat, don't worry about the streets. See our colors, whether I'm bold, use for blue, and I got gold. My battalion's got my back, Bruins ready to attack.